MSJ, Max for short, and we are playing The Last of Us with modifiers. If you don't quite know what those are, is that after you beat the game, you get these little cool modifiers for the game, which allows you to play however you want. And I like playing it with like this. You get ammo and crafting and melee and all this stuff that makes it just a tad bit easier. But it kind of I like kind of playing these kind of games kind of reckless. So like even though I've beaten this game and platinumed it, it was um, just wanted to kind of be um, have a little bit what's it called? I just want to be kind of reckless. That's all I can really say. Um, um, Trying to think. So yeah, I did play the. I've been playing for about. I already played about an hour of it. Got through the beginning of the game. Um, so right now I've already met Abby. Jesse played as Joel for like 5 minutes. And most of the beginning is cutscenes and stuff like that. And also playing with modifiers also kind of helps speed the game up. Um, so it's just fun to kind of keep things moving because I'm kind of slow. This is kind of a game where you are like really required to kind of search for everything. I just don't have that attention span right now for the screen. So we're really about an hour into the game, and so the big twist of the game has not happened. The big event of the game has not happened yet. That really sets everything into motion. So, and since I have unlimited ammo and all that good stuff, I don't even have to worry about all this crap. So I can just go straight into killing these fools.
These blind motherfuckers make my skin crawl. Let's make sure the rest of the building's cleared out. And then get the fuck out of here.
I know this
Speaking
game.
my language.
I know this game was quite decisive, but I absolutely love this game. When this game first came out, I think about a couple weeks before this game came out, my PlayStation had kind of took a dump on me. And
Ellie, found the door. Help me out?
And I'm like, I was in a rush
From the knees.
to find a console, and finding a console around that time was quite tough because everyone had their stimulus checks, and
I'll make you a present.
they were just buying
I'll take a
everything
present.
like that, and I just happened to go to like one of my favorite
Ellie.
local bookshops, and that sold
Here.
more than just books.
Thanks.
And they had it, and I almost walked out of there without it. And then I went to
Careful with that.
my car, and I was just like, oh man, I should probably
We're not
buy it,
done.
but
I got some numbers here.
I was like, you know what, I'll do it.
First.
I walked out of there, and then sure enough, it was probably oh, okay. Ah. Oh. That was a glitch. Let me just grab this fool.
And he's still moving?
Nope.
Nope.
So, in the first hour of the game, in case you don't know what, just in case you're just hopping in, is you meet Joel, and he's talking to Tommy about the events of the first game and stuff like that, and telling him pretty much that he couldn't let Ellie die for something that probably may or may not have worked. So,
Won't budge. Okay,
and
here's what we're gonna do. You're just gonna hurl me up through that hole in the roof.
Just wants to be this gift or this thing to mean something. So
Cable here. Here we go. Yeah, that should hold us.
and I do like this new
Get over.
these new
Fuck yeah.
mechanics in this game. The whole rope and
Okay,
stuff like
that's
that.
good.
Because
Here I go.
later in the game, it kind of doing as puzzle. I know that's a pretty simple puzzle right there, but it's just like stuff like that. Just
Careful when you get up here. It's pretty windy.
But anyways, back to the story. Like, when I finally brought my PlayStation home, and it was just like, this is the reason why I bought a new PlayStation.
Over here.
But I really needed to, I was trying to find a new hard drive. That's what was the problem with the old
Storm's really
PS4.
picked up.
And I was desperately
far away
trying to
from the
find
lookout?
one. Find a new
Just
hard
past
drive,
the
but
next town.
I don't really know enough about that stuff to really do anything. So I thought just the easier route was to buy a new PlayStation.
Hey, how far away are we? A few minutes out. Okay.
As I always do with video games,
This is getting worse.
when I
Turn
first
back.
initially get them, I always
We
play
won't make it.
in very short
almost
bursts
there.
in the beginning. Like, I usually play maybe an hour,
I know, girl.
and then
know.
a little
Keep
bit
going.
longer, and then I finally get kind of like
Dina, how much further?
build up the stamina meter, you know, to
Dina?
to play a game for more than an hour. So
Dina!
And plus, I was trying to make this game last as much as possible because
Dina, where are you?
and I stay away from spoilers, all that good stuff, and
Dina!
you know, I was just
Fuck.
I was so ready for this game. This was probably my most anticipated game.
Where are
Was
you?
this.
I don't know. Just keep
So-
talking. Dina!
I was
Dina, I'm over here. I'm
so
here.
taken back by
Here in the fucking snow.
just the beginning of this game. My first.
Ellie! Oh, thank God. Come on. This way. Where are we going? Just trust me.
And this is
Get inside.
a type of game that I played like in the middle of the night too. So I was just like immersed into this game. The immersion was just high because I had the lights off. I'm
get
in the
the door.
basement. It was just. And my basement's kind of cold as well, just because where I'm
You been
sitting
here?
is a
Rode by
AC
it.
duct, so it's just like.
Never came
just-
inside. All right, let's make sure it's clear.
It's just everything was just perfect when it came to playing this for the first time. And then when we get to the big moment in the game, I'll talk about that when it gets there.
Shit. Doesn't feel like anyone's been here in a while. What's going on here?
Don't need any
All
of
this
that.
electronic stuff? This has to be Eugene's.
Even though that's basically what I really liked about this game
Huh.
was scavenging for everything.
Definitely Eugene's place.
And that was just so much fun. Like,
He was a
Like-
firefly?
since I was a big fan of the
Mr.
first
Vitani.
one, like putting that's kind of putting it mildly, but
I had no idea.
but
Yeah,
it was
they got into
just
some real dark shit.
wow.
Like what?
I think I
He
was.
said he blew up a checkpoint at Denver QZ. Killed
I
3
think when I
soldiers.
played the first Last
And
of
2
Us,
civilians.
I think I beat it
Jesus.
within a couple days. Like I played it.
He also told me that
That's when I was
he and
actually
Tommy
playing
slew
games more
tortured some
regularly,
big Fedra general.
and
I don't know. I don't buy Tommy doing that though.
He could do worse.
more consistent. Yeah,
What do you
but
mean?
nowadays I'm like I want to savor
Angel
what
did
I
a lot to
play
survive
and
after the
make it
outbreak.
last, and because I just don't buy games like I used to. So.
Hey, found a generator.
So. And
That's
so,
better.
like
Oh,
I
wow.
said, this was like one of my most
Impressive
anticipated ones.
workbench, Eugene.
So it was like I actually was
I bet you
making
could
an
mod your
effort to
gun
make
with
sure
this
I had
gear.
a PlayStation 4 that worked, that was going to. So. Yeah,
Oh,
like I
hello.
mentioned, sorry, I'm kind of repeating myself, but it's just like the immersion was
Look at
perfect.
the floor.
And then
There's
when
more stuff
playing
down
this,
there.
You see a way down?
I was just so into it. And of
Not
course, I
here.
couldn't play it for very long the first time because I was like, oh man, like I just had to take, because I played up into the
Come on.
first big moment of the game, and I'm like, oh, I have to step away and kind of process what had just
What's he got
went
down
down.
here?
Well, it's obviously a sex den. That's why he didn't tell you about it.
I hope it's a sex den. For his sake. He was so lonely, man.
So
Oh my god. It's weed.
That's a lot of dead weed. This explains a lot.
Dina. It's a gas mask bong.
God, he was so smart. Oh, there we go.
You think it's still good?
normally I wouldn't quit the cinematics, but I'm just trying to keep this kind of more active. I let the cutscenes go in the first half, the first beginning of the game, because I just really like watching that beginning of the game. I'm not going to skip all of them. There's just some that just are just there. So, but man, I hadn't been that excited for a game in a long time when this came out. Like, I think Red Dead might have been the last one. Let's see, I'm gonna check. Red Dead 2. That was 2018. And then Last of Us.
Okay.
Last of Us 2 was 2020. Okay. So yeah, so like the hype of the games that or serious hype between games for like a couple years. So I know, I think Spider-Man was in there somewhere.
Oh, shit. Shit!
So, and I absolutely love Abby in this game. Like everyone is justified in this game.
Don't stop.
In my opinion. Like, Abby has every single right to be wanting to revenge on Joel. For what had happened. I know I'm kind of skipping ahead a little bit, but sure. But I just feel like she had every right to be. Took a wrong turn. You know, I've beaten this game and platinum it. It's been about a year since I've actually done it. Actually sat through and played this, so yeah, there was the little minute details are lost on me, like where to turn and stuff like that. But I really liked playing as Abby. I liked how much of the game dedicated to her story. And as Ellie too, because I know there's we'll get to that later in the game, but when the kind of making Ellie kind of a boss was kind of fun. So I really like that, or I think that's what it was, yeah. And so it was just like, I really like that.
Okay, up this way.
Especially for at least at the beginning of this game. And so it was just hearing all the songs, having a sound bar, and
we're gonna have to run.
Playing.
There's too many of them. I'll cover you. Keep going. Come on, this way. We're here. Oh shit! Hold up. This way, come on! You okay?
Yeah.
Where the hell they all come from?
It don't matter. What does is where we going.
I reckon we go out the back. We can make a break for the lodge.
I ain't got a better idea. You good with that gun?
Yeah.
Good. So we gotta move. Keep up with us.
We gotta warn everyone. Come back with a cleanup crew.
We gotta live through this first.
God damn it! These son of bitches are everywhere! Gotta move! Get to the door!
So, if you haven't noticed, I'm playing this on
You see a way up there? Here,
the
use
modifiers.
This. Hey, girl! Give us a hand with this thing! Push it up onto the cart!
And so, like, I have ammo.
We're getting inside! I'll get the
durability,
gun to the window!
shot.
You two keep those infected off! Okay! This thing is heavy! doing, Tommy? Almost there! I got it! Come on! Whoa, go! Hurry!
But I have beaten this game. I think I'm playing on moderate right now.
Stay close to us!
This is my first playthrough.
Where are we going?
It's this way! Come on!
Everywhere.
I don't like the really breaking games.
Head for those doors!
I have a little bit of a challenge,
Here,
but
let's
not
go!
enough to where it's like frustrating. But that's kind of why I'm playing with modifiers, because
Hey, I'm Tommy. That's Joe. What's your name?
Abby.
Abby, are you okay? That ain't gonna hold. We gotta go back. We ain't outrun them all the way to Jackson. We need to barricade that door. Tommy, we cannot stay here. The horses ain't making it all that
My
way.
friends. My friends are at a mansion just north of here. It's fenced in. We have the whole perimeter secure.
It's a Baldwin place. I can work.
All right. I'll get the door.
All right. You ride with me. Come on.
Come on! Hold on tight!
What about this one?
When I was 12, I found a skateboard.
Uh-oh.
And I tried to get on it. And it shot right out from underneath me.
Wait, how did you get the scar?
I fell on my knife.
Okay. The chemical burn. I did it myself.
Why?
To cover a bite mark. Right here. I got jumped by an infected when I was 14. And turns out I'm immune.
I love how she's opening that.
Healed with a ring of fucked up teeth marks and cysts and
Ow!
Fuck you.
Yeah, and
What? Hey!
Yeah.
I told you a real fucking story.
I did tell you a real fucking story.
Oh, you want a bite mark?
which makes
Do you hear
the
that?
reveal later.
Jesse? Just stay there, okay?
Are you okay?
Just will
What's
you wait,
going on?
please? What? Just turn around. What are you doing?
Are you kidding me? You're supposed to be on patrol.
There's a blizzard outside.
Is that weed?
Why are you here?
People are counting on you. You get that? What we do matters.
Well, then why aren't you at the fucking lookout?
Because Tommy and Joel didn't show up.
What do you mean?
We waited for them for an hour. I was looking for their horses when I saw lights.
Maybe they just went back to town.
Without being replaced? No way. How much of their region have you covered?
Not much.
Then we split up. Go at it from different sides, and we can cover the whole thing in a few hours.
I don't like you riding solo. We don't know what's out there.
Exactly. What if they need help?
Okay, I'll head west. Dina can take south, and you come from the east, but be smart about it, yeah?
Yeah.
So
Let's get inside.
okay, if you've never played this game, this is major spoilers. But turn back now or forever hold your peace, kind of deal. I always suspected that what was about to happen
We're good. Thanks.
was going to happen,
I talked to you
and
for a minute.
but I figured it wasn't going to happen
No.
this
sorry, we'll just
early in the game. So in terms of like
You want nothing.
time wise,
You
we're
have no
truly about an hour and a half into the game because I played for a straight hour in the first game through
Who are these people?
gameplay,
How long y'all been
and
here?
this is we're clocking in at 30 minutes.
Yes.
So
Yep.
I
What are
always
y'all doing out this way?
passing through.
suspected
You two
that
live nearby?
Joel wasn't going to make it.
We do. A few hours
I
down
really
the road.
wasn't. I
Y'all
really,
should
I
come back
mean,
with
he
us,
really wasn't.
restock before you head out.
So,
Appreciate it.
but
Mel.
to
Tommy, this is my
how
brother.
he was going to
Joe.
meet his end wasn't to what I
Looked
thought
like
was
you
going to
heard
happen.
us or something.
And like I mentioned, this early in the
Because they
game.
have.
I was like,
He's out. Put him against the wall.
oh my god, when this scene was happening in real time. That first scene, that first playthrough was just like, whoa. I was taken back by it. Like, I knew something was up when they were all in that room. You know, I've seen hundreds and hundreds of movies, and just the way it's framed and the way the camera moves and everything, you just know something's up. And
Who are you?
Guess.
but I always knew Joel was going to die. But I figured Joel was going to go out in a much different manner than this. Like,
Why
I
are you saying
knew
whatever
his
speech you
past
got
was going to
rehearsed?
come to get him,
Get this
but
over with.
I figured he was going to like go out on his own terms rather than giving
his leg.
his past the chance to
Do
actually catch up with him. So, but this makes sense. Like, when you play the first Last of Us, at the end of the game, when you're saving Ellie, you shoot the doctors to get her off the table right before surgery and stuff. So,
Clear out.
before they remove that particular spore that's in her head, I do like that's attached to her spinal cord, I think, or something like that. The stem of her brain, I think. So,
Stupid old man.
it was such an little
You don't get to
moment
rush
that
this.
was has huge ramifications for this game. And so when this game slowly reveals like what Abby's true motivations were for this game,
How do I get down there?
it was like, oh wow, I can't believe it, and it was awesome. Like,
Okay, Shimmer.
did I really want Joel to go out like that? No. I really wanted him to kind of do the whole sacrifice kind of ending. I think that would have been like a much more satisfying for a lot of people. You know, like
Joel!
maybe he was sacrificing
Tommy!
himself to protect Ellie's secret, or something along the lines of that. But because keeping her immunity a secret is kind of big, so especially if she hasn't even told Dina about it. You know, she just did, but it's played for joke more than anything.
There it is.
And so it's just
Joel? Tommy?
like I've been, but if you went that route, you know, you could say like when her secret finally comes out, his death was kind of in vain or whatever, or like didn't really know what to extent. Maybe Ellie was going to finally make her immunity mean something, you know, and give in, but it was just. But before I go through this door, this cutscene, like, I was not prepared for this. I really wasn't. This was within the first couple of hours of me playing that for the very first time a year ago, and it was just like I was not prepared to the brutality of it all. Like, this is on the same spectrum as when Glenn was killed in the Walking Dead. It's just brutal. Even though we're only one game into the series, and where Glenn had what eight seasons or something like that of being loved and everything, but it still didn't take away from the fact that you played as Joel the entire first game. And so
Pin her down! Get off me! Get her hand! Get the fuck off me!
You got her! Look, you got her! Okay?
You're gonna fucking die!
What's going on?
Let him go.
Who is that?
Let him
She
go!
snuck in.
Why aren't you posted up outside?
We didn't think anyone was gonna show up.
What the hell did you expect? We gotta get out of here before the whole town's on top of us. You're done.
You want what I want, right?
End it. Now.
Joel, get up. Joel, fucking get up.
oh man, it's brutal
Please stop.
and rough, especially
Please
this right
don't
here.
shoot. Joel, please get up. I'll fucking kill you.
Ellie. I'm sorry.
Jesse, they're down here.
I think after that happened, I actually had to. I played for maybe maybe 20 more minutes, you know, after watching cutscenes, and I'm like, I'm going to need a little break from this because I had beaten The Last of Us Part 1 up to that point maybe 4 or 5 times. Like, it really was. Like, I played it on New Game Plus. I've had everything upgraded. everything, and I was just like boss at that game. But I never, like I said, I don't like to play on harder modes. But I was just like, I was playing. I just loved it. I just absolutely loved playing that first game.
Could I sit down, please?
Here I am.
Yeah.
This is like my third or fourth playthrough of this game. Like I played it once on when it first came out, New Game Plus. I did my platinum run, and then now, so it's my fourth playthrough, and it's only been out for a year, so that doesn't happen very often. And I've only played Red Dead once, and I'm working on it
Maria
on
wants to make sure
my
you're-
second playthrough, and that came out in 2018. So
She can't stop us.
that just tells you, like, even though that's two very drastic games, but it's just like I just
They have the guys that we would need
enjoyed this game a lot.
to do this smart.
And even though I love Red Dead
We
2,
believe in Jackson
but
vulnerable.
there's just a little, I don't know, about something about this particular game that just stands out.
So
Like
they
I've
just
only
get to get
beat
away with this?
like Spider-Man.
Nobody
I think
wants
that's
that.
kind of a
Yeah, but
bridging
that's what's
game in
happening.
there. I want to check that date real quick. Spider-Man.
What if we get hit by hunters again?
Is this you talking or is this her?
That's a valid point.
Insomniac.
If it were you or me, Joel would be halfway to Seattle already.
No, he wouldn't.
Oh, it came out.
Fucking would be.
Well, we don't even know
in
for certain
2018
that
as
they're
well.
from Seattle.
Washington
So, that was a
Liberation
pretty
Front.
big
That's what
year
you said
for
was on those
games.
patches.
What if they stole those jackets?
That's...
What the WLF move?
Man.
What are you doing?
But, yeah, I do have a list of games that I beat
You know
in
what?
2020. So,
I'm leaving tomorrow. And if you want to come with me, great.
yeah, I think.
You have no idea what you're walking into.
Oh, I know
You know
the
how
bridging
large that
game.
group
Hold on,
is,
I know what that
How
one is.
armed.
I don't care. You can't talk me out of this.
That was 2018 too, so I can't believe how good 2018 was. In terms of games, you had Red Dead, God of War, and Insomniac
Give me a
Spider-Man.
day to talk to Maria.
Wow, I did not realize that
Okay.
was all in the same year.
There's got to be some
Yeah.
folks you can spare.
Yeah, she won't budge.
I'm actually
Well, I'll
like
figure something
like
out.
shocked. And I forgot that was the time frame.
One day,
All right, let me check.
please.
Maybe Resident Evil 3,
Fine.
the remake, because I was pretty into that one too. Ready for that one. That was 2020. Okay, well, oh, I know what the other one is.
Okay.
Resident Evil 2 remake.
Okay.
Okay, so Resident Evil 2 was the bridging game there between Red Dead, this, God of War, Spider-Man. Those three games that I've beat. I just beat God of War 2018 again, so I'm just replaying older games like over and over again. I think that's a true test of how good a game is like how many times you play it. And I think the one game that I've beaten the most is probably Grand Theft Auto 5, and that came out in 2013. I do believe in that one. So. The thing is, I don't even have like a most anticipated game right now.
I want to stop at his house before we leave.
So I got a few
Just
games
have to pick something
installed
up.
on my home system
Okay.
that I bought that I was pretty excited for, but I just haven't really played them. Like,
I couldn't get to the horses. Looks like Tommy took one. Now Maria's got the stables locked down.
Mortal Kombat,
Fucking
that
Tommy.
entire bundle, I got all of them. Like,
Figure something
with
else out on
Aftermath and all the skins and stuff.
Car or a horse or something.
What was the other
Okay.
one? Days
This makes
Gone.
getting to Seattle a lot
That's
harder.
one I've been wanting to
It's gonna
sit
be
down and
harder.
play, and that kind of reminds me of this game,
can
and I
still change
figured
your
I
mind,
would
you know?
get into it like this.
I know.
But I played a little bit
Sorry,
of
I
it,
feel
and
like
for
you
some
have
reason it just hadn't clicked with me. But that doesn't mean anything. That does not mean
You go.
absolutely anything with me, because
End of story.
when I first played the first Red Dead, I maybe played that game for like an hour at the most when I first played it, and I'm like, this is alright. and
Get
then
your backpack.
then
I
it
bet
just
these
kind of,
days. I figured we'd want to slip out that way.
and then I'm like, well, I'm gonna play a little bit more, and then a little bit more, and then eventually I got to the point like how I do nowadays. It's like I really really get into it, and then I just sit and play it for like a full day. That's just how I do it. And so, I'll probably try. My goal is to stream this entire game. I've only done that with one other game, and that was another Naughty Dog game, which was Uncharted. I played that on hard mode. That was one I really wanted to test my ability on. Oh man,
What do you need?
I got
can go get it.
frustrated on that one.
I want to do it.
So
Okay.
okay, we can skip this. Oh, I can't.
I'm okay.
But
Come on.
it was just, that was a lot of fun, and I figured I'd
I'll hang
try
out then,
again
yeah.
with another game,
Thanks.
and I figured this would be fun to do with with modifiers on. So, and since I've played it enough to where I know the thing, I just don't like playing newer games and not knowing, because that's just not me. Especially if I want to talk and kind of just really want to like talk about my experience playing the game. I kind of need to have played it before, so it's not a bad thing. But I would like to stream But my goal before the end of the year is to stream a brand new game, at least to me. Like, never played no more than 20 minutes. That kind of thing, and then that's kind of my goal from start to finish. I haven't quite figured out what game that would be, because there's quite a few contenders. I would really like to pick a game that I'm really terrible at and just kind of
Everything okay?
progress, like The Witcher. I'm okay with that game. I've started that game over 3 times, and so hopefully I'll make it past the Witches of Crookback Bog or whatever. Hopefully I can get past that, and then I can make it through, because I keep constantly
Maria, I'm headed to Seattle. I wish I could let it go, but I can't. I have to bring these people to justice. Ellie's gonna try to come after me, but stop her. Take her guns, lock up the horses, maybe lock her up. Buy me some time so I can end this. Love you always, Tommy. He's gonna get himself killed.
He should have taken me with him. You should have given us a group to go after those fuckers.
I wish I could.
You gonna try to lock me up?
I'd prefer that you stay.
That's not gonna fucking
I
happen.
prefer that you stay, but I know you better. You going with her?
Yeah.
So you're just gonna sneak out of here? On foot?
Yeah.
I told the stable to let you out with your horse. Grab some ammo, too.
Yeah.
Thank you, Maria.
I absolutely love this game.
Just, do me a favor and bring my dumbass husband home in one piece, please.
Of course.
All right. Get going, you're losing light.
Even though Joel died this early in the game, is that his presence is still apparent throughout the entire game, because it's Ellie's mission to avenge his death, at his murder, basically. But at the exact same time, you're learning Abby's backstory and her world and everything,
Jeez.
and the reason why she's doing the things that she's doing. And it's like there's that gray area where it's like neither one of these two people were right. Joel's past caught up with him.
How old were you when you first killed someone?
We talking infected?
And
No.
it was
Fully conscious, non-fungal person.
10?
Wow. What happened?
Guy was coming at my mom. I stabbed him.
Shit.
so
You got me beat.
just
Yeah, I'm a real badass. So how lost are we?
We're not.
Uh-huh.
Hey, have a little faith.
What about those
and
crazy cannibals
with
you said you
like
and
the
Joel
little
ran into?
backstories with Ellie and
They
Joel
came after you
doing like
guys
their
once.
little
Maybe these
missions,
WLFs
you
are
know, like
connected to
going
them.
to the music shop
No.
for guitar strings
seem like the
and
same group.
Maybe those black
Tommy
market smugglers
teaching her
back
how
in
to
Boston?
shoot,
Do you not?
and
Joel crossed a lot of people.
the space
see the point, I
museum,
guess.
the museum portion of the game.
At
Like
least
I absolutely
until we find
loved
out more
all that.
information.
Like I can't. I love it. Like I love story-based games. Like with. I love the whole upgrading and everything and stuff like that portion of games. But sometimes, you should just make your character a certain level, and then just kind of keep going. Like you don't like sometimes you don't really need all that, in my opinion. Sometimes you just need a good story.
Cars.
Yeah, we're getting close. Start keeping an eye out.
But that's just me. But I mean, like I love being able to upgrade my weapons and everything. Like really making them like awesome. Even though I don't really need to do it with this gameplay, because I have one-shot kill and stuff like that, and
Here we go.
like, infinite crafting
Guess I was
and
wrong.
everything. But it's
Turns
just,
out you do know where you're going.
when I first played it, I enjoyed that stuff.
Stay with Shimmer.
Yeah.
I think I gotta get this map. I don't think I actually need it, but it's... And I love these little cards. I love finding collectibles in games. So, these things were I love the little comic books and stuff like that. The first game and the trading cards in this one. It was just...
Anything good in there?
Found an old tourist map.
Well, that's something.
So I do like scavenging for stuff. Oh, man. Yeah.
Sure seems quiet.
Yeah. Think about how well we hide our lookouts.
I know. That's what scares me.
And I love the unpredictability of this game. Like I mentioned, the only thing I really could have predicted was that Joel was going to be killed. Like in some manner. Like either by his own hand or be infected or something like that. But I always thought like maybe Joel would have been bitten, and maybe it was kind of a race against time to kind of find the cure, and Ellie's
Whoa. Is that the QZ?
immunity would come into play to
Where's the
kind
high
of
spots?
like so her immunity could mean something, you know. But I was just like wishful thinking kind of stuff, you know. But I'm really
Looks like there's some
satisfied
cracks up
with
there.
the
In the wall up above.
story that we got, and the character beats, and the overall relationship between Dina and Ellie, and I loved it all. Like, I loved it. Because from like playing Red Dead, which was all about story as well, which like I absolutely loved that story, and it was just
Dina, help me up here.
Okay.
a totally different story. But it was set in the Old West. I love Western. Like, these are games that aren't, as much as I am in the sci-fi games and stuff like that,
I'll keep an
or
eye
the
out.
sci-fi
Just
genre,
see if you
I
can
should
get the gate
say,
open from the other side.
like Star Wars and
Sounds
Star
good.
Trek and stuff like that. But I am a movie guy. There's really like, give me a good story. Like, when I went and seen Once Upon a Time in Hollywood in theaters, that is like the movie going experience for me. I don't need, I love the splashy special effects of like the Marvel movies and whatever, but I am a story-driven movie. I'm not saying the Marvel movies aren't that. But it was oh yeah, I forgot the sprint. Dumbass. But
Ellie?
I
I'm good.
will take a good story over something flashy. So, to me, that's why I really dug this story. In God of War, the remake too, It's like, it's nothing flashy about that game. It's gritty, and this is gritty, and even Red Dead 2 is like gritty, like where the characters aren't quite so cut and dry and good and bad. You know, it's like you essentially play as a bad guy in Red Dead. You know, like he has killed innocent people and robbed and everything, but it was just that particular moment in his story that we pick up with it, and which changes everything forever. So
oh, that's a generator.
okay. Yep. Gotta find the rope or the cord.
Okay. How do I get you power?
I kind of like. I do have to say I kind of like the generator. The generator event, quick time event in the better.
Shit.
You know, they essentially play the exact same way, but it's just.
Ellie? Ellie! Over here!
Hey, everything okay? What was that sound?
I got that gate open. Gotta figure out this one now.
Well, we believe in you.
Thanks. Okay. Okay. Wonder when this was written. The Saravana base. That's something.
Main gate. Main gate is 0512.
missing?
Oh, it's backwards. I can't really tell. There's a kind of,
Yes.
there's a glare on my.
Well done!
Shit.
Hey, come on. Let's get out of here. That crash was pretty loud. Now what?
I found a note back there. Had some codes on it. It says there's a WLF safe house at some place called Saravina Base.
Saravina. So we find it?
Hopefully we find our first WLF. Get them to talk. Go from there.
Let's do it.
I think here soon I'll be getting my
Oh shit, look. Saravina Hotel.
That's gotta be it.
full weapons and everything. I do believe, since this is like
Okay.
technically.
Let's find a way past
New
this,
game.
fuck Fedra gate.
Very creative. Gets right to the point. Let's get closer and scope it out. Idiots. Just turning everyone against you.
Do you know the code?
That note I found has a bunch of them.
East 2.
But we need to get power to the gate first.
I think we can find gas now.
Okay, here we go. It's out of gas.
God damn it. Well, what do we do now?
Oh, shit. The note.
What?
The note mentioned that there's gas in the courthouse garage and the dome.
Alright. Courthouse garage and the dome. So what's the plan for finding these places?
We ride around and see what we see.
You think Tommy came through here?
Bet he did.
And
So, where are we?
I absolutely loved this portion of the game. I'm not going to be doing the entire thing, but it's essentially like a nice little bit of.
Pretty sure we're here.
Ah, nice. I'll mark it up as we go.
So. Like there's.
What the hell happened out
I
here?
love how this portion of the
Guessing the
game
military bombed the shit out of this place.
is
Why would they do that?
open world.
Well, they would sometimes destroy parts of the city that were
There's
lost to the
just
infected. Or to rebels.
a lot of cool things.
That seems like overkill.
Well, it usually worked.
On the infected or the rebels?
The dome.
Both.
Shit.
Believe me. You're lucky you didn't grow up in a QZ.
I'm starting to get that impression.
What would have happened if I'd stayed? I'd probably just become one more asshole soldier.
No way. I can't see you taking orders from anybody.
Yeah, good point.
I gotta say, I was expecting the Seattle QZ to be a lot more occupied.
Yeah, Maybe they're all hiding at the Saravina.
How many WLF you think there are anyway?
Well, at least 8.
If we're lucky, that'll be it.
We'll be fine. But we should stay alert. Stock up while we can.
That's where I'm meant to go. Cause yeah, I do believe you get a gas can and then the gas itself. And I think the gas can's here first.
I hear it. Infected.
Or that's how I've always done it. Or it could be, just depends on how you play. But this is, I just really like the open world.
Here we go. Okay. That it?
I don't hear anything.
Let's find that gas.
Yeah. I wonder what it was like to serve on a jury. Said it was fun. Sit down, look at evidence.
So you normally,
Hey, little help?
Coming.
you would like do some serious exploring here in this area. And since I'm kind of playing it just kind of with modifiers, I really don't need to do all that anymore because you
ever been
have
to a
to
courthouse
find
before?
all the
Nope.
You're telling me you never got in
rags
trouble back in
and
Boston?
scissors and stuff like that.
I got in trouble. But never landed in a courthouse.
So stuff like that, but I never really needed to upgrade my character.
Some serious shit went down here.
So I know if you upgrade your character, all this stuff goes like a lot quicker, but
This might come in handy.
What's it say?
This guy was a Fedra commander or something. They were losing to the WLF and trying to escape.
How big is this group if they were able to beat the army?
You don't need a lot if you're that vicious. We need to be careful.
Let's just be smart about it.
Okay, Jesse.
Careful.
Jesus. I think that's all of them.
Those Fedra guys never even made it out of the garage. Damn. Well, let's find that gas.
Here's our gas. Oh, come on. Empty.
Seriously? That giant tank?
Yeah. It's tapped out. Well, let's try our luck at the dome.
Now, how do we get out of here?
Huh. Dina.
Coming.
Come on!
I'll do like a lot of the mechanics that they kept from the first game, like that.
Okay, let go.
Good job, babe.
Thanks.
Okay, cross the courthouse off the list.
Let's go find the dome. It might be worth grabbing
The
some
chain
supplies before we press
opening
on.
the door, I really like that.
It's peaceful out here, at least.
Even the
It's weird
even the
being in a QZ
generator
and
kind
not
of
hearing
game, you know,
trucks.
the little quick time
Or
thing.
gunfire and
Smashing a
explosions.
button.
My
But-
sister always avoided QZs. That's probably why.
I
She
do
just
like
got
that
more and more
aspect of it.
paranoid. She'd sometimes wake up screaming in the middle of the night.
That's rough.
We always had a bag packed so we could bail if something happened. Never stayed in... Hey, that building's got something on top I'd call dome-like.
Yeah, you're right.
Goodness.
It's on the map now. Fuel distribution. Here we go.
Fedra secured the shit out of this place.
Boston always had food shortages. Hungry people get desperate.
Oh, there's something I want to do first. Yeah, I'll do it later.
Can you get through?
All right, I got you. Shit.
Stay low.
I think we dropped all of them.
Yeah, looks that way.
I think that's all of them.
I don't get it. If there were still people around, they would have cleared this place out.
Maybe they didn't make it here.
Maybe. Let's find that gas.
synagogue.
How can you tell?
One, there are menorah decorations on the wall. It's a Jewish thing. And two, I didn't burst into flames just now, so...
Burst into flames?
It's just a dumb joke.
Oh, unlike your other ones?
You shut it. This place brings back a lot of memories. My sister used to drag me to a synagogue all the time.
Okay. Found the gas. All right. Oh, hell yeah.
Hey, language. This is a house of worship.
We got some gas.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Okay. What were you talking about?
Yeah, so... this place brings back a lot of memories. My sister used to drag me to a synagogue all the time.
Do you still pray?
Sometimes.
Really? When?
I said one when we left Jackson. I said one at Joel's grave. Sometimes I just say little ones to myself. Hey, what are you doing?
Bet I can get to the other balcony with this.
Okay. Ellie, careful.
It's okay. It's holding. Nothing to it. Come on, Dina.
Right.
Come on. I want to hear the optional dialogue. Okay.
$57.74. Are we in the future?
No, doofus, that's a Hebrew calendar. For the new year, my sister used to give me an apple dipped in honey. Ugh, now I'm craving it.
I hope you got where you were going.
And these documents. I love how those continued over, like, to really help build this world. I think that's what really is one of the big things that contributed to me loving this game. Is that it's the world building. Like,
Okay.
you don't.
Gate.
You got so many side characters, but you never meet them or hear them.
We press on.
Good point.
Or see, like I said, see them, because you just those little bitty
Onward,
notes
Shimmer.
that are scattered
How you
around
doing
this
back there?
around this
Getting
world
homesick?
gives you like
A little bit.
the impression
You?
of like
Same.
how
Miss having a roof over my
terrible
head.
things
You
had
know,
gotten,
I've always dreamed of
or like
fixing
how
up a farm.
things were going
Just
good,
outside of
and
Jackson.
then
Why wouldn't you stay in town?
I don't know. I like the idea of real stuff.
how good
Sounds
things
lonely.
have gotten. All
Only
of a
if you're
sudden, it's
doing
just
it
like,
alone.
Okay. So are we gonna, like, raise sheep and milk cows?
Are you making fun of me?
No. It actually sounds kind of nice.
I like this card.
Really?
Those are what you would use to upgrade your character and everything. Don't need them.
Hello.
The director of this game, Druckmann. I love that. I didn't even catch that the first time around. It took me like it took me a few.
Okay, I think that's everything here.
And there is a Nathan Drake Easter egg. Oh, the shotgun. I think there's a shotgun over here. So I'll probably go get that.
This is cool. In like a holy shit, we might get crushed kind of way.
Relax. It's probably been like this for years. It's not gonna collapse today. I think. Shit. You wanna bail on this? Okay. That's all of them.
What's with the body armor? They don't look like soldiers.
Yeah. Not sure. Where are we?
You think this is the bank?
Looks like a bank.
Ooh, fancy schmancy.
I think these body armor guys were trying to rob the bank.
602.
Oh shit. It's like that movie.
Which one?
The one with the surfer bank robbers.
Oh, yeah. I love that movie. Here we go.
$60.2306.
Got it.
I thought I wouldn't be doing this, but I really like this Easter egg coming up related to Nathan Drake. And plus, I really want the shotgun.
Thanks, dude.
So.
at all this money. The bag's full.
Man, if we were back in the old world, whew, we'd be rich.
Yeah, there it is.
Cool.
There's the Nathan Drake. The strange relic.
They tried robbing the bank on Outbreak Day.
Probably seemed smart at the time. I think we're done with this place.
Agreed. Hey, if you lived in the old world, what would you buy with all that money?
I don't know. Maybe a big farmhouse?
But you can get a farmhouse now.
Okay. What would you get?
A space shuttle.
No, that's right. Your astronaut thing.
Hey, it's cooler than a farmhouse.
A farmhouse is way more practical.
Yeah, this little area is
That
like
place was crazy.
so much you could do.
Well, I got a shotgun out of it. So, not going
And there's a lot of
get back to the
exploring and
fuck budget
everything. I'm trying to strictly stay to the story.
Wow, that was an
But if
adventure.
I really want to see something again, I'll
Haven't
go
found
out
any
and
of
get
them
it.
yet.
But like the
Hey,
ring from
It's
Nathan
a big
Drake.
city. We barely started looking.
Yeah, I know. Just thought we'd see one of them by now.
But for the most part, I want to stick strictly to the story.
Here we go. All right.
I got it. You put in the code.
Hey, these old generators are pretty finicky. Might take you a few tries of... Oh.
Sorry, go on.
Nothing.
Alright, I think once we get past this gate today, I'm going to end this gameplay. 'Cause I think that's a good stopping point. I gotta find the code for this gate. East 2. East 2 is 5345.
It worked. Well, no welcoming committee.
Or they're just waiting for us.
Alrighty. Well, that was
Keep an eye
fun.
in.
I can't.
Keep an eye on those
I've
windows.
actually been enjoying doing this again, doing streaming again. Thank you for watching. Those two people that just randomly showed up. I am the one and only MSJ, Max for short. Please click subscribe, hit the bell to stay notified for any future videos I will be creating right here on the one and only MSJ YouTube channel. Leave a comment down below. I want to hear what you have to say about this particular section of the game, like what you thought, and because we just witnessed the death of Joel. Ellie and Dina are on their quest to get revenge. We've met Abby and her crew, and we've played as Abby for a little bit. So I just want to hear what your thoughts about this particular section of the game. That is all. I am the one and only MSJ, like I said, and thank you, and until next time.